What do I have to, you know, being nervous about?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I have any secrets. I don't. I mean,
oh, I'm trying to think. I do. I buy too many shoes.
Do you?
Yeah, but that's not really a secret.
It is now.
It is now. That's true. All right. Well, we are going to leave the bracelet. No, that's okay. We're going to leave the bracelet behind, and we wanted to share with you this ring. This is spectacular.
Oh, let me see.
So,
look
at how pretty.
Yeah, you know
we're going to have to show it on Sonia because they don't have my size.
It's funny, Robin, when we first launched Stately Steel, we didn't do crystal and steel.
Yeah, I remember that.
It became the biggest part of this brand. I think that, and you know why it is?
Really
I think because women really want to wear their jewelry and not be worried about it.
Sure. Well, and it's nice because hypoallergenic, you don't have to worry about if you work with your hands, it's not going to scratch, it's not going to tarnish, you don't have to polish it, you can wear it anywhere you want, but yet you still have these really high-end designer looks. There's only about 600 of this ring to go around. It is brand new, and at $29.95, it's beautiful on the hand. I would recommend, they're telling me this is a size 8. So Sonia, did you have to size up? You probably don't know what size that is. So 6.5, 7. Because I think of all of the stainless steel, it would be a little bit more comfortable. I would size up. But this, I mean, I like how fanciful and the filigree and the romance and just the way it almost has a lattice design, doesn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And you know, the infinity earring that we showed you earlier would be pretty with this because this is kind of an infinity design, east to west on the ring. You notice how the design, it just kind of swags back and forth all the way from one side of the ring shank to the other. And then you know what? Because it is a split shank and then it comes down very comfortably to the back of your hand, it's going to be comfortable. Listen, this is brand new today. It is our Stately Steel Swirl ring. Simply put, it's easy for you to order, and it's at a special $10 savings for our event. Also, it is on 2 flex payments or 3 on the HSN card. Now, you know, we have so many new customers who signed up for Stately Steel when we had our premiere, and it's become so popular that now you've seen more design, more beautiful things that are going to be in the show, and that are in the show, I should say. So we want to hear from you. As a matter of fact, if you call us toll-free at 1-866-376-8255, it'd be a pleasure to hear your testimonial on how many pieces you've collected. I love your tassel necklace.
I was kind of teasing you with that leather tassel.
That's hot.
It's hot. It is. It's a great piece. It's very fashionable, very chic. So that's still to come. And look at the clover. I love the, oh, I got mine messed up here. But the clover piece is pretty with all of the sparkle.
I love this with the little metallic in your dress.
Yeah, Nikki Poulos is coming up here at HSN. It's really cute. But you know, the great thing about your Stately Steel is how it incorporates. A lot of us like to mix metals, so if you want to mix this in with your gold, with your silver, certainly you can do that. But this is a piece, I think, at $29.95. When you get it at home, you're going to be tickled pink. I think there is something so feminine. I think that the way it swirls and dances across your finger, there is an effervescence to those crystals that sparkle as if they were diamonds. If you picked up the triple row bracelet as well, it is a great combination between the two. I think, to me, like, I personally feel like the bangle that Sonia has on is a little bit more structured, but the softness of the ring is a nice juxtaposition between the two.
Okay, I want you to just stop whatever you're doing at home for just a minute and look at your television. Look at this ring. Tell me that sight unseen, okay, sight unseen, that when you first looked at this, you didn't go, oh, wait a minute, that looks like it's $1,200 or $1,200 or $2,000. That's what it's kind of like the image of platinum, the image of diamonds, the cost is unbelievable when you think about what you're paying for a piece of jewelry or investing in, and then look at the finishing. It's got a satin finish on the inside of the ring, so it's going to be very comfortable, on the inside of that gallery. And you know what? You don't have to worry, can I do this in this piece of jewelry? So if you go right from work to the gym or whatever, you're good to go. Enjoy. We will let you know.